Hello everyone, Tia Maria here, and this is my version of easy Portuguese kale soup, caldo verde. Now, the classic caldo verde uses collard greens, but today I'm using kale. I'm going to use about maybe 8 large potatoes, 3 onions chopped, a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, 1 bay leaf, about 4 cups of kale, nice and cut. Or you can use the collard green chiffonade, 1/4 cup of olive oil. So you're going to cook the onions and potatoes for about, I'd say maybe 15 minutes till they're nice and soft. Add that bay leaf and salt also. They're going to get nice and cooked. Once they're cooked, you're going to use an immersion blender and you're going to puree it. It's going to come to a nice creamy consistency. So at that point, add your chourico, add the kale or the chiffonade collard greens. Look at that beautiful color. So as I said, you can use the chiffonade collard greens, which is a classic caldo verde, to make this soup. Okay, so I took out the chourico after maybe 10 minutes, slice it into rings, and I put it into this nice little serving plate where everyone can add as much as they want to the soup. So here we go. I'm going to start serving into a nice bowl. You see how nice and creamy that soup is? Now this soup will get thicker as it sits. So if you're going to serve this soup the next day or the day after, it keeps for about 3 days in the refrigerator. So if you go to serve this soup and you find that it has thickened up quite a bit, don't worry. Just boil yourself a little hot water and heat up the soup. And it'll be fine. Just heat it up to the consistency that you like. So as you can see, I put about maybe 3 rings of the chourico into the soup. It's so delicious and creamy. Now you can also add more salt if you prefer, more pepper. Now this depends on your taste. Of course, some people like it less salt, more salty. So there you go. Look at that beautiful bite. So what I also do is I add a little bit of olive oil, just a tiny drizzle on top for flavor. Of course, this is optional too. So here you go, the classic Portuguese